Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. And we are here to do the reading for this connection energies of these twin flames, soulmate, or whatever you want to call it. These strong soul based connections. What is the current energies of this connection? So, how do I explain it? So, let me explain it like this. All right. So, for example, let's say this is masculine and this is feminine. All right, so there is some work which this masculine is putting in and doing it. For that, I have done a separate divine masculine reading, and you can watch exactly what's happening out there, what's happening, what are the messages. If you are a divine masculine watching this, you can watch that reading for what are the messages, what is the guidance for divine masculine. And there is this divine feminine who is also doing her own work. His or her, please don't mind that now. So she's also doing her own work, and she's also putting in the energy so that there is this connection towards the connection. So there are these individual which are connected but doing their individualistic work, which is also impacting the connection or the union energies, or howsoever you want to call it. Now they may or may not be able to see clearly where this energy is, wherein divine is also at play, which is also at play with these two separate energies. But then this is something which masculine or feminine may not be able to see clearly. So this is the energy which we will be tapping on, which is the connection energy. Where is this connection at this point in time? I was actually thinking to do some tap into the future energies, but I'm just guided not to do so. So I will just maybe I'll do it later. So that we will just tap into where the connection energies are right now. Right, I hope you've got what energies we are tapping on at this point in time. So without wasting any more time, let's start the reading. And I've already shuffled the cards, I've meditated, and here we can begin. And one request I have to make: if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit the like button, because these two things support the channel. It kind of breaks the algo and makes the channel kind of readings or these things to go forward. There is this algo which we kind of need to break through these few things. So I appreciate, and if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that support, or howsoever you want to support the channel. It is something which I really appreciate. Now, where are the energies? And that is what the intention I had said before of the connection. Now, connection, there is something which is getting compromised at each level so that things can balance. Now, this could mean multiple and variety of stuff. You can see that there are these scales which are balanced here. There is this very divine light and energy which is flowing across this card, which is flowing through this card. And it's not a compromise which is hurt, but then which is hurting, because there you can see the smile, because the scales are balancing. Scales of this connection are balancing as we speak, and this is timeless. Whenever you watch it is when it applies to you. So there are compromises. So this compromises could be a variety of things. There could be some situations with masculine has to let go, and that's getting compromised or kind of being cleared off, if I can use that word. And the same would apply to the feminine energies, and there are certain things which she has to compromise. And here the compromise, what I'm sensing, is not as a negative word, but it's something for us to kind of let go and adjust the energies so that we can move forward. We have to adjust we have to negate the negative with positive, and hence negative might feel compromised, but it's what is balancing the scales. I hope it's clear, but we will get more messages. We will see what messages are coming forth. Let me pull these cards from the Sacred Tarot, Sacred Indian Tarot. This is just the deck of major arcanas, and I will pull one out of this. I hope that's one or two, I don't know. All right, so the energies, okay, so we are reaching to the eclipse which is happening now, and in this whole year we have 6 eclipses. So I just wanted to mention that is first thing which came up to from this card, which is Moon, Chandra, and this is number 18, and 21 is also like nearing that. The eclipse which we have is a solar. Now what I'm actually seeing, that this is the dance of Maya, illusion. Illusion is what they call in the ancient Hindi text is Maya. They say the world is illusion, everything is illusion, and I'm sensing there are these illusions which are getting compromised because we got that card as first. So that the clearing of illusions can happen, clearing of all that which has kind of been subdued and been buried under the deep depths, comes to the surface and gets cleared off. Those illusions and fallacies kind of ends with the truth, with the higher truth, and that is what is coming forth, and this is where the energies of the connection is at right now. And let's continue. I'll be using all kind of the different decks as I'm guided to. So let's see, I'll pull one card from this. This is Angel Tarot. What is the energy of the connection of this twin flame soulmate, this strong soul-based connection, angels? Let the clear out messages come forth which are guiding source for people who are watching it. Archangel Raziel, Hermit. Now this is again this connection, because things are clearing off, things are kind of coming to the surface and getting compromised. And this is what I think individually both masculine and feminine would be guided to. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. I think we cannot deny the aspect of self-discovery, aspect of spiritual teachings, which not alone feminine is going through. And that's what several times feminine believe, that there is no work or there is no such spiritual teachings or self-discovery happening with the masculine. It is equally being spread, and it is helping both, and it is making them also to be awakened to. Both the parties are in this, are getting awakened and getting into the newer discoveries about themselves, about the connection, and that is what is happening. And that discovery in itself is also clearing lot of illusions, because if there is something which comes forth, there is this tendency to kind of withdraw, go within, clear off stuff, and then that is how the entire, I think at this point in time, that's what the energies are looking like. And let's see what, I'll just get some, two at least. Where are the energies? We'll get some tarots as well after that, but I'm just, as I said, that I will just do stuff which I'm guided to, the decks which I okay, it's time to leave the unhealthy situation. So whatever, and that's what these illusion, what if that is what is compromised, getting compromised. If there are any unhealthy situations which are becoming a block or holding this connection to move forward, that is what is getting cleared at this point in time. It could be some unhealthy belief systems. It could be some unhealthy habits which are kind of impacting us as at the physical bodily level, or anything to do with our spiritual, mental, emotional bodies. All that is it's getting cleared is what I'm sensing, because divine is ensuring that the time is now, and through various means and various things, and that's what we were picking on with this card called compromise, that unhealthy situation is healing, and whatever needs to be healed or whatever needs to move out is coming forth. Archangel Michael is doing so himself, ensuring that the connection moves forward in a healthily way, and that's why anything which is unhealthy has to go. It could mean several things for several people who are watching it. It's a general read. Now let's see what is the further energy which is coming up for the message as far as this connection. What's happening? Where is it now? What's happening in this connection at the connection level? See, what is getting compromised is the codependency, and that's unhealthy. It is coming very, very specific here. Addictions are affecting, if you know, that's what it is. And again, we can't really, generally don't go by exactly the meaning it's coming. It could be that some of you or some of them are addicted to some substance addiction or substance abuse or something of that sort, but not necessarily, you know, maybe they've gone past that stage. It's a clearing of one layer by another. It's like the layer of onions, right? It's the clearing which happens till you reach the center or the core. And now with this peeling which happens, there could be a possibility that this codependency, many of you have the codependency on the counterpart, and you kind of maybe getting too worried. That's a negative force that is getting compromised, not the relationship, not the connection, that energy. There is a possibility for some of you, there is a third party, or maybe there are some connections, maybe at the feminine or masculine or both have it, and they kind of feel codependent there, that I cannot let go. Even if my heart is shouting out loud, I cannot let go because of A, B, C, D issues which might crop up. These are fear-based energies, which is also codependency, right? So this could mean several things, and these could be fulfilling prophecies or fears of several levels of what society will say about, if any of you have that kind of a situation, that how will people behave, what will people think. These are also, if somebody has high social desirability, that's a codependency. Now codependency is an unhealthy situation, which could mean different things, as I said. So those unhealthy things are getting cleared off or getting compromised. Those illusions are clearing. And how is it clearing? It's clearing because both the parties or both the counterparts are kind of being governed and guided by angels and the divine team to work and clear off by being in the hermit mode. Number 9. Okay. Now here, let me kind of go ahead and get some tarot. Let's see what else is coming forth as further messages. Let's see what else is coming forth. Where is this connection? I've got one card there. This just popped out. What is this? Yeah, see, there is this tower energy which is coming forth. Again, every single message which I've received so far is linking back to the compromise. And again, this is the card which is confirming once again, anything which is built on or is based on weaker or weak belief systems, everything is idly belief systems, right? I need to do this because that's a belief system. So these are primarily belief systems which are kind of shaking, yes, at the mental level, then at the emotional and the physical level. So things are changing fast, because Tower is a very, 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 very strong energy out there. So things are changing, things are moving kind of it can't continue to be the way it is, so that things can move forward. It is the way it is, and that is what is happening. Let's see what else. I've got 2 cards, and I've got one I can see. It's the Empress, and that's the divine feminine energy. That is what is coming forth. And let's see what is this. And this is 8 of coins. So there is the work which has gone into the connection is still happening, because 8 of coins has come. This deck is gone bad. I lost it kind of with a strong breeze, and the water fell and stuff, so I kind of recovered it and I'm trying to use it, but then that's also the work gone in this, and I just love this deck. So Well, I will see if I need to buy a new one. Nonetheless, so here I will have to. So there is this work which is going in constantly. It has come under the Hermit. And there is that work which is the inner work which is happening at both the parties. And Moon is also a feminine energy. And there's a very, very strong breeze outside. I'm not sure if you can hear. It's like somebody is knocking at the window. It's very strong. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. But let's get back. So I was saying that this Moon is also a feminine energy, and we have got the Empress there. Okay, that's the divine feminine energy. So what I'm getting is there is a lot at the feminine level, because we have feminine energy showing up in this reading, and that too is a divine feminine energy which is showing up in the reading, meaning there is a great deal of work which has largely been done at the collective as far as divine feminine is concerned. There is still more work to be done, and there'll always be, because the world runs like that. There is no end to expansion. You would have heard 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9D, 11D, 12D, 13D, how many Ds we don't know. So the work of expansion is always there. There's no end to it. Or at least it doesn't seem like that unless we merge with the divine, become the part of it. And then but still, as far as this connection is concerned, we have the Empress energy showing up, meaning a great deal of work has already been done at the collective feminine energy. There is still more work done, which is still happening as the Hermit mode. There is a possibility that masculine has been pushed forth into that energy, because there is more work to be done out there as well. So that is the energy which is coming forth. Now let's see. Okay, I've got one more card here. And the Devil. Codependency, Devil. I think it's a time of clearing a lot of heavy stuff, guys. And it has come exactly under it's time to leave the unhealthy situation. So, and it is absolutely the codependency. There is something which is tying, if anything is tying either masculine or feminine. There is the energy which is coming up, which is clearing and making and ensuring that these unhealthy situations are left behind. And that is what is happening. Let's see what else comes up. I've got two cards here. Codependency. Well, I will not exactly link it as what's coming under. We'll just read whatever messages I keep getting. Now here there is this 5 of Cups energy, which is, and this is the After Tarot. There is some reminiscing might happen even when this codependent behaviors are being challenged and let go. But if you see this masculine or this figure, which is a masculine figure, hence I'm saying this could be anywhere because it's a connection energy. Even if this person is kind of caring, if I can use the word, I don't want to be harsh and I don't mean any harm for anybody. Everybody should flourish and be good and happy. But I'm saying that even if this kind of energy, let's not say a person, even if this energy is getting washed off, this masculine is not even, or this masculine figure is not even looking at it. And they're okay for this to get compromised so that they can embrace and turn back and hold these 2 of Cups. Because that's what it is. Because there are new beginnings which are lining up once these energies do clear, which is clearing off because we saw those energies. It's very heavy. It may be very heavy during these times whenever you're watching this, that you might sense or experience that, these clearing energies may come a little heavy. but there is the divine is making that offer. And generally you would see that this is at the palm, this new beginning or this new offer that has been dropped on the ground, meaning that this is becoming a reality. The seed is being sown now. It's there on the ground. It's not just hanging in the air. And there is this divine offering which is coming forth. And there is more to add on. And this beetle or whatever this insect is, it's something being, there is additional to be put forth. There is a balance which can come forth. These are all part of the little garden which can, kind of can be there. So there is this, and this is inside of the garden. Generally the garden is that side, and so there is this in the garden. The seed has been planted or been at least been kept or sown, right? So this is what the seeds are being sown to kind of ensure that there is the balance which we spoke about in the beginning. Okay, let me see what else come forth. I'll add one more layer to it. And again, we've got the 5 of Cups energy, this disappointing energy, this kind of, oh my God, what's gone wrong? All that negative things will wash off, because that ought to go, that ought to be compromised, that ought to clear off. And that is what is happening extremely strongly at this point in time. And let's see, 2 5 of Cups. And 9 of Cups now. See, once these energies are clearing off, there are wish fulfillment. There are these energies which are kind of coming forth and ensuring that the wishes and the desires of individuals in this connection or the collective is kind of met. And this card being coming under the Empress, I'm sensing that Divine Feminine is at the brink of manifesting her desires, clearing off the illusions up to a great deal, working with the intuitions, managing things wonderfully. So that's the energy. I've got one more. And King of Wands. That's the masculine energy here. But if the Emperor would have shown, I would have said that the work has been done. But this is a good card as well. This has come up to the great deal. There's enough and more work which is gone in. This has come exactly under the 8 of Coins. So as the work is happening, masculine energy is maturing, coming to become a king and holding this wand strong. They will be able to express their passions, their emotions, their heart desires, because we have got this wish fulfillment or the 9 of Cups energy there. And that work is this is not happened miraculously, but the continuous work which masculine has been putting forth as well, as far as on themselves and as far as this connection is concerned, maybe not outrightly, but working on themselves is working on the connection. It's one and the same thing. Let's see what else. I've got 2 here. Now, see, it might be hurting, because even if we kind of, when the pus, I don't know why this analogy is coming, even when the pus gets filled in our body, that pus could be poisonous and doctor wants to remove it, right? And we know that it's not healthy to keep that. But even when we agree to let that go, it hurts, right? Because it becomes a part of us. It becomes embedded in us, and that hurts. And that is a kind of hurt which might get experienced with both the people or both the parties, wherever the energies is heavy. And I'm kind of sensing this might be at the masculine side, because Divine Feminine showed up purely by that reason. But I'm not kind of taking away the fact that there is still work to be done for feminine. But this could be the state of several feminine who are tuning in. Maybe that's the energy they're carrying of the Empress. But there is this hurt which might be experienced. And another card which came forth is Queen of Cups. Okay, now this Queen of Cups energy is definitely the one of giving very balanced emotions, and things will balance out eventually. But you don't have to kind of see, or kind of, yeah, you just have to take it with a pinch of salt, that there might be some hurting moments in either one or both, howsoever it applies to your situation. So, but this is a positive sign. This is a Queen of Cups energy, which is exactly, once these codependencies are cleared, this is coming a balanced emotional, you know, a condition wherein emotions are balanced and things are moving in the right direction. I'm just guided to add one more layer to it, and then we are good. Let's see. I'll keep one each there. I've got the wheel, Four of Cups, Judgment, Six of Cups. I'll add one more. And the Star. Beautiful. So there is definitely good. We are closing with the Major Arcana. And at the bottom of the deck, I just saw it, so I'm showing it to you guys. It's High Priestess. And under that is Devil, which means that, yeah, that is what is clearing up, and intuitively you know it. And here we have got this nice array of cards here. So see, things are moving in a very destined way with the Wheel of Fortune. That's a confirmation coming from Divine. The connection is moving the way it ought to be, the way it should be. Now there is this Four of Cups which is coming forth, which is kind of ensuring that whatever is getting missed, there is that little bit which kind of is needing. So current situation may not be fulfilling, and that's what will be the driving force to kind of balance out whatever has not been done right, or how things have not been fair and square. So there is these, we have got 10, 10, you know, that's like 20 out there, with the Judgment coming forth, meaning that it may, a lot of things may resurface so that it can heal. This could also mean that in this connection there is a resurrection. If you kind of felt that it's gone and done, maybe it'll resurface again. The connection is at that stage. This is a strong connection for sure, and that is, there is amount of reminiscing at both ends might be happening, which is hurting. And that is Six of Cups energy, but nothing really needs to be worried, because there is healing, there is wish fulfillment with the Star, which is also the Aquarius energy happening around, and that is really, really wonderful. Now with that, where the connection is, I'll just get a few heart messages and we'll close this reading with that. I'll get one more. Okay, that's nice. Just kind of falling in very easy. So the first one which I've got here is, first one you can see that yin and yang, that's the masculine and the feminine, and this is the connection reading. So things are coming into the balance is what I'm sensing. And that is what the balance is, what we saw and started on the reading. And yeah, it is balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is the one that both supports and challenges. So this is a relationship which is also not just supporting or just feels that, yeah, it's very hunky-dory, but then these are also a lot of challenges which both the counterparts go through, because things needs to balance. This has to be a balanced union and a balanced connection. So that's why we feel what we feel. And see, yeah, this is the healing is which we are sensing. We are also got that healing card. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So do that bit, because that's coming as a guidance as well. And there is healing for sure. We've got this card here with the Star, and which is nice to have, because we got Tower. After Tower, Star is is the progressive out there. And again, we've got another card wherein these two people are there. So let's see what is the message here. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So I think that's the energy which is where it's progressing towards, and which is what is happening, so that the balance can happen, things can heal. Now this is where it can be. There should be closeness, but it's not smothering. It's like there is still space, you can breathe, and it's not that you're claiming that this needs to be done because you know what I mean. It simply allows. Love allows and gives. So that's what the messages are. And for whosoever is watching this reading, I just want to pull a guidance. I just kind of feels incomplete if I don't close these readings with this card somehow. So guidance for whosoever is watching this reading, as far as this connection is concerned, please, angels, what is guidance you want to give to the person who's watching this reading? Can this be any better, guys? Can this be any better? That's why I was like feeling a little incomplete if something else had to come out. And this is Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel works on the pink ray of love, and being blessed with this Archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from your heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike, and strangers. This creates a bridge of light which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. My heart is filled with flame of love. Isn't that beautiful, guys? That's so wonderful. And thank you so much, Archangel Chamuel, for coming forth. And Archangel Chamuel is there to help you guys further on the journey. Michael is anyways there. So call upon angels, work with them. They want to help you. They want to heal you. They want to take this connection ahead. So take help. All right. So thank you so much once again. And if you want a private one, you can write to agnya8@gmail.com. We can take it ahead from there. And as I said, please do hit the like button. Do subscribe. It really helps the channel to move ahead. Thank you so much. Spread love and be happy.